Hello everyone, this is Gary with your cards of the day, and before we begin our reading today, just looking at the numerology of today, we have a day 4, which does feel like a day of working hard, keeping our nose to the grindstone. Even if we're not at work as such, there will be a work focus is the feeling today. The 3 decks that I'm using are from 3 different mythologies. We have a card from a deck that literally arrived this morning. This is the Ancient Egyptian Tarot by Clive Barrett. We have the New Mythic Tarot by Juliet Sharman-Burke and Giovanni Caselli, which is a Greek-themed deck. And we have the Norse Tarot, again by Clive Barrett. Now our first card is the 2 of Wands, and what we see here is a massive celebration at a temple, and we have dancers in the background and quite a collection of people here, and stood in the foreground is the ruler, but as you'll notice, he's turned his back on the festivities because his mind is occupied elsewhere. And the feeling I get from this very much is that today will be about choices, and you may find yourself very preoccupied with things and trying to make certain decisions one way or another. With the energies that we've had going on this week, there's very much a feeling that things have been starting to come into focus and come to fruition. And we've reached a stage now, having reached the weekend, of really trying to decide what's next and what we should do in the weeks and possibly months ahead. Now our second card is the card of the Emperor, and this shows the god Zeus with his traditional symbols. For example, we have the eagle here, which to me always represents authority and power. We have Olympus, or the mountain range, in the background, and he holds his traditional symbol, which is the lightning bolt, in one hand, and the globe of the world in the other. Now, with the Emperor, again we have this feeling of authority, of majesty, of power. But what I'm very drawn to with this card is the purple robe that he's wearing. And purple is a colour of intuition and the higher mind. And it strikes me that he also has a choice. If you think of the world as being almost like a seeing globe, like a crystal ball, he has the ability in one hand to use his more intuitive nature and his vast seeing abilities and a gentler energy in a way, and in the other hand he has the lightning bolt, which is very forceful and very direct and very masculine. So we do have this balance within this card of the masculine and the feminine, and again a selection, a choice, options available to us on how to act. It may be that reacting too aggressively and too forcefully is counterproductive. So we need to nurture our feminine energies, our intuition, and our more receptive and passive ways of doing things today. And our third card for today is the Princess of Discs, and what we see here is a young woman inspecting a shield. Now this to me is very much like, it gives me a feeling of receiving something today, kind of like I received the card deck, getting something coming to us, either news or perhaps something of a physical level, because we are dealing with discs here. So maybe a package or a parcel or a letter arriving today with news that's important for the physical world. And it's important to consider that arrival very carefully, not to be rash, to stay grounded and really look at things carefully and in a considered manner. So if we look at these three cards together, they make quite an interesting story for today. We have the choice at the beginning. Do we go one way? Do we go the other? Being preoccupied with our next step. We have the options of authority, masculine approach, very direct, very forceful, or a more receptive, feminine approach, more intuition based. And we also have the arrival of something, be it physical, a package or a letter, or be it news of some kind, that needs careful consideration today. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards of the day. As always, please feel free to leave me some comments and let me know how these themes affected your day today. Did you indeed have news arrive today, or some form of package or letter during the through the post? It'll be very interesting to know these things. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the weekend. And I want to wish love, light, and blessings to you all.